Okay, so you're an introvert. Ooh. What does that even mean? I'm an introvert. How does this affect your business? How does this impact your marketing? Today, what I'm going to share with you are 3 really great tips on how you can market even if you're an introvert. So what the heck is an introvert? Okay, so look, most of us helpers, we like quiet. We like to just, have a book. Probably you've got a lot of letters behind your name. Like it, like give me a thumbs up if that's the truth, right? Or comment below on what your letters are behind your name. So most of the time I have seen women who are just like, they have all these letters behind their name. They really feel like an introvert. And the thought of marketing their business is extremely stressful. They not only do not know where to start, but actually showing up and being visible and being the face of your business really opens you up to vulnerability, right? It opens you up to people rejecting you, to not liking you, having your family think, who the hell is she? Why is she doing that Facebook Live? Why is she writing that ebook? Why? Oh my God, right? Let me help you today. I'm going to share with you 3 ideas for you to really embrace that maybe, just maybe, you'll actually fall in love with the concept of marketing. So I want you to think about this. If I said to you right now, like, you have to sell yourself, that's what business building is all about. I know some of you would just turn this off right now. Don't do that. Come back. So the idea of selling and the idea of marketing is this. Let me give you kind of my definition. Is really, it's just conveying to the world, hey, I'm Mary Bicknell. I am the regret-proof life coach. I work with women who are stuck, who are feeling not as confident as they think they should at the age they are in life. They have lots of successes, but they still there's still a couple more things, and they want more out of life because they're like, why the hell not? Life is short. Like, I'm going to go for it. I'm also a business consultant for mental health and wellness professionals who want to either build their private practices, make more money, or add or transition to coaching. So guess what I was just doing right there? I was marketing to you. I was selling you on the idea of what I can help you with. That's it. That's all we just did. That was marketing. So let me break it down a little bit more, because you're like, well, that's great, Mary. I can, maybe I don't even know what to tell people to do. Okay, that's another video. I've got you covered there too, to tell exactly how to show up and how to tell what you do. But today I want you to understand the big difference. The very first tip for you today is there's a difference between confidence and looking at that like a confident person is extroverted and someone who's an introvert. Really, what it is, the difference is introvert, extrovert is like how we gain energy, there's plenty of people out there that they're very extroverted and they want lots of people around them. And that's how they get filled up. Those of us who are introverts, while I can stand on stage and I've spoken in front of like 700 people before. And I looked as though I was an extrovert because I was confident in my subject matter. Now, I didn't go out and party with people. I didn't go out and like be in the crowd, short of like working my business a little bit, because that's my business. But I didn't go out after to dinner and all of those kind of things, because I needed to kind of go back to the hotel room and like refill my own cup. So I want you to get this idea that when you're confident in what your solution is for your ideal client, the marketing becomes easier. And guess what? You might look like an extrovert because you can feel steady and strong about it. So if you're not even sure like what that even looks like how to do your ideal client, there's a link below and it's called Transition to Coaching, the Foundations course. And go check out some of that. It really is going to give you everything that you need to get started, learning what to say, learning what to offer, how it's tons of done for you stuff in there, save you tons of time, and allow you to really get confident in what you're saying to people and how to actually even understand your ideal client, which really marketing is. This is the solution I have. I'm going to tell people, and then I'm going to say, hey, you want to work with me? It does not have to make it more complicated than that. So number 2 is, but back to that confidence, number one is when you love your purpose, when you love the outcome, it makes building your business so much easier. Find something that will make you jump out of bed every morning when you're working with your ideal client. My coaching day is Thursday. I love Thursday. I start really early in the morning. I'm in Portland, Oregon, so I have people from Europe. So it's like we cross all these time zones. So I wake up at 5, and then my last client of the day is in the evening, my time. I love that, though. That's one of my favorite days of the week because I love the purpose of what I do in my business. And so it makes the marketing or the selling or the conveying of, hey, I'm Mary, this is how I can help you as a coach, so much easier. So number 2, one of the things I teach, and especially in the foundations course, is what I call relationship marketing. And really what that is that's making a connection with your perfect ideal client. That's you consistently showing up. And I'm looking at my notes here real quick because I don't want to miss out on this. So this is about you consistently showing up, whether it's on social media, whether it's Facebook ads, whether it is speaking, whether it is networking. Like, what's the process that allows someone to know who you are? And you're building what we call that know, like, and trust factor. They have to get to know you, and then they got to like you, and then they'll trust you. See, in coaching, what part of the difference, and when you're in any business that you are the face of your business, your ideal client wants to know that you're a real live human. They don't want to just be bombarded with the sales BS that's out there now. They want a real connection. Everything so much is so online, right? Like, who watches TV anymore? Everybody's streaming. It's just like, it's so tech, like we're so tech heavy that there isn't that real connection. I want you to feel like, well, actually, that you're sitting in my office, like I have my yogurt here. Normally I have a cup of coffee, but I want you to feel like you're getting to know me. Not only are you hearing what I'm teaching you, but maybe you've looked on my social media. Maybe you've seen me hiking. Maybe you've seen me crying. Maybe you've seen my daughter. Maybe you've seen me at my farmer's market. Like, there's that thing that you get to know someone on one level, right? So really, it's like, who is your ideal client? When you get into that relationship marketing, relationship building, it eliminates that arm twisting of sales. Next is, okay, this is like the big aha, and this is really what I teach so solidly in that foundations course. And my clients love this because it creates huge ease for them. So if this is resonating with you, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell, right? I'm going to get a bell and be like, ding, 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 so that, you know, it will trigger you to do that. So anyhow, once you know your core values, now look, I know if you're watching this, you're probably very like smart. You probably have all kinds of degrees and you're like, I know my core values. No, you don't know it like I teach you. When you get solid on these core values, that's the solid foundation for all of your marketing. See, when you are leading with who you are and embracing your core values, when you show up and you speak and you talk about what you can do to help people and you lead with that, number one is it makes things easier because you're not trying to be someone you're not. You're not trying to be like, I'm going to be the, you know, the super marketer or the salesy marketer, or like shaking the hands, twisting the arms. No. You're leading with like who you really are. Why is that so powerful? Now, I know some of you are like, you want to help everybody. No, you don't. You're not going to be good enough to do that. You're not good enough. Like I could say I could help everybody, but you look, if you say you can help me at 17 and a 97-year-old, like I can help that 17-year-old feel more confident and that 97-year-old feel more confident, whatever that means. I'm just using an extreme here. They are two different people. Two different lives, two different, you know, your marketing needs to really speak to your one ideal client. And she is going to be attracted to you showing up with your core values. So my core value, my number one core value is truth. That is why I'm extremely direct and I don't beat around the bush. I give you a little kick in the ass when you need it. I'm going to lay it out there. I'm going to share. You ask me any question about my business, I'm happy to tell you. It's the truth. right? So when I lead with the truth and I'm as direct as I am, there are people that go running in the other direction. And I'm like, bye, I don't care. Because there are plenty of people like, finally, Mary, you're somebody that's telling the truth. Finally, somebody's very specific and concrete and can give me a direct answer. Finally, somebody says, don't do it that way. Try it this way. Finally, somebody says, stop drinking. You're eating because let's get your thinking straight. So when I'm leading with my core values, it makes everything easy. Now, this is what I know to be true as a former psychotherapist, now as the Regret Proof Life Coach and a business consultant and coach for mental health and wellness professionals who want to coach or add a coaching business. I know the challenge is, and it was for me, showing up like my real self, right? So this is one of the key marketing strategies, is showing up like your real self. And you may not even know what that looks like because you've never had to do that before, right? You've had passive marketing, which we call passive marketing, which means you were maybe on insurance panels. Maybe you had the doctor down the street that was referring people to you for, perimenopause. Maybe you were in Psychology Today and you were on the directory. Maybe like your local Google business was in Yelp or something like that. So we call that passive marketing. So you were like, people just come to me. So the transition here, transition to coaching, the transition is you being you and you being okay with like people not wanting you, so that you get the rush of your ideal client. That's what's magic here. That's the difference. And I promise when you embrace that and you show up fully as your real self in marketing, you can feel solid that the people who are attracted to you really want to work with you. So this will be the last thing I say about this, because I teach this really in the foundations course. Look, if you're showing up being that girl, let's say you're going on a date, right? Because that's kind of marketing, right? It's like we're dating right now. You're like sniffing me out. So if let's put this in this metaphor, right. So you're going on a date and that guy, he loves football. He loves, the Ravens. He's just like, that Baltimore Ravens, let's paint our face purple. Woo! And you're like, he's very cute and he's a good catch. Oh my God. I would love to you hate football though. See, the point is, if you hate football and you're showing up like that and you're putting out there, I love football, who are you going to attract? This guy thinks you're all in. Oh my God, she loves football. I love her. You get married and then before you know it, you're complaining because he's watching football every Saturday and Sunday. So when you just show up being the real you, you're going to attract the perfect ideal person. So check out below, Transition to Coaching, the Foundations course. All of these questions are going to be answered. And I'm going to teach you a simple way to build a successful business where you, my friend, get to show up and the world will finally get to know you, the real you. Talk to you later.